All right, good. Okay. So, the important thing with the limiting beliefs is that you need to let go of what has happened, if it's negative, or what hasn't happened. It's really important to stop looking back, because you know what? That is not the direction that you were going in this year. The direction that you're going in this year is forward, and anything is now possible. So I want you to absolutely start letting go of those challenges and those limiting beliefs that you've had last year, because today is a new day. It's time to change your mindset to what you want. And there is absolute concrete proof and evidence to show that if you write it down, it really helps to make things happen, all right? And at the end of this, tomorrow, I'm going to be sending you all modules, okay? So I'm going to send you some coursework. So all the things I talk about on this session today, I'm going to send you the notes so that you actually have the opportunity to fill in the blanks and set yourself on a path, all right? So I want you, though, to commit to writing down everything that we go through today. And the first thing I want you to write down is where you want your business to be in 2016. There is power in the belief that you can make it happen. And if you want to be that executive manager by the end of the year, I want you to write that down. If you want to have financial freedom by the end of the year, I want you to write that down. If you want your PASH business to give you an income of $5,000 a month, I want you to write that down. And I want you to refer to that every day. It helps put your mind back on track on what you're trying to achieve. What I started doing, and people talk a lot about vision boards, and I actually did this as an exercise at the end of last year, and I have it stuck up at my desk at work, and I look at it every morning. And it's a very simple thing. It'll take you a few minutes to put together. And on my vision board, I have pictures of my family because I want to spend time with my kids. I have pictures of a holiday. Is that your vision board up there? I have pictures of a holiday. I have pictures of business success. I have PASH on the national radar. So my vision board really helps me focus every day about what I want to achieve with this business and my life. And I encourage you to spend 5 minutes doing it. It's actually quite fun, and it really helps to crystallize the vision of where you want to go. The next thing I want you to think about doing is affirmations. Now, whether this is something that you have been done in the past or haven't really believed it, I have a mantra that I do every morning, and my mantra involves affirmations, okay? And these are really just positive statements about what you want to achieve, stated in the present as if you've already achieved it, okay? So if you're, and I use affirmations around things that I might not necessarily believe in the past that have been my strength. So yours might be, I am a booking magnet and my January is going to be filled with fun, enthusiastic hosts. Or, you know, I'm attracting the most positive, energetic, creative and motivated people in the world to join my team. Or my income is increasing every day in January, and January is shaping up to be a record-breaking salesman. Whatever it is that you feel are your hot buttons that you need to pursue, again, write it down. You won't remember it, and you need to actually see it on paper to keep you on track. So think about writing your affirmations down and commit to it. The next thing really is about planning. Now, planning is the cornerstone of your business, of any business. Now, and I've been a bit, I have to say in the past, it's something that I've struggled with a bit. And I can't tell you, I really committed last year to really investing time in planning. And it's hard, right? Everyone is busy. Don't make it your excuse that you're too busy to plan. There is no secret that successful people plan. They absolutely do. They do it daily, weekly, quarterly, and yearly. You need to make a commitment and put that time aside. You need to diarise it. Like, you will always be busy. So if in your diary is something that you need to do, you will make sure that you find the time to do it. And I strongly suggest at this time of the year that you lock yourself away for at least a couple of hours, somewhere that you're not going to be disturbed. Put your phone away, you know, don't log into Facebook, and set some time aside to actually think about what you're going to do this year and plan it. We're going to go through that. Okay. So what is the plan? This really, I can't stress enough, if you don't have a plan, it's really hard to get to that end goal because you have no idea how you're going to get there, okay? And what you do is, it's a simple process. It starts big and then you chunk it down into smaller, more doable chunks, all right? So it's a simple process. So let's look at step one. Okay, step one is to take stock. Now this is something I've started doing, and the idea is that when I talked before about not looking back, looking forward, this helps you do that. So what I want you to do is to look back over 2015 and write down your wins. So what were the best things that happened to you, those happy things that happened, those exciting things, the changes that happened, and think about it for your personal and your professional life. So it might be that moment your child got an award and you were there to see it. It might be that great party that you did, that you just nailed it. They were disruptive and you nailed it. It might be that person that that joined your team. It might be getting your first $400 party. Whatever it is, I really want you to think about all the really great stuff that happened to you and capture it. I also then want you to look at your challenges. So what really sucked last year? Like, what was shit? You know, what unexpected challenges did you face? And what challenges did you face that you could have avoided, right? So write it down, because what I want you to do is, this allows you to leave that negative baggage behind, all right? So once you've written it down, let it go. Don't think about it anymore. Don't look at that stuff anymore, because you want to focus on the positive and the learnings. Think about with your challenges what you've learned out of them, okay? So for every bad party that you did, what was your learning that you took out of it? How do you harness that and turn that into a positive for 2016? Step two, think about what you're going to focus on. So this is really when you go into your planning session, the first thing I want you to do is choose a theme. It could be a word, it can be a statement, whatever it might be for the year. What do you want this year to be? For me, this year is very much about focus, and I'm really focusing on stopping doing the little things that don't make a difference to our PASH business, and focusing on the things that are going to make a difference to the future of PASH. So for me, 2016 is a year of focus, and I'm really focused on that. Okay, I'll try not to overuse it, but really think about it. It might be the year that you want to believe that anything is possible. It might be, this is the year I take my kid to Disneyland. So your theme might be Disney World. I don't know, it doesn't matter what it is. It's something that's going to resonate for you. And every time you look at that word, or that statement or that saying, you know, it's going to bring you that sense of opportunity. Then I want you to think about what are the 3 to 5 things you most want to focus on this year. So maybe your areas of family, business, self-care, whatever it might be. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Okay, so my year of focus, right? So for you, it might be, you might think, well, there's 4 things I want to focus on this year: family, business, self-care, fitness. And with family, you just write down, these aren't your actions, these are the things I'm so sorry, that you want to achieve, right? So it might be a family day, it might be more holidays. For your business, it might be to promote to the next level, earn incentives, grow your team to 100. Your self-care might be you want to spend more time with friends, you want to learn to meditate to get rid of those stressful situations, and you might want to get fit, so it's about going to the gym, doing different things. And you know, your mantra might be believe anything is possible, create positive energy, be happy and stay focused. All right, so that's the first thing you do. And then step 3 is about taking each of those areas that you've identified and deciding what you want to do in each area over the first 3 months of the year to help move yourself forward. Now, be very specific with your business goals, particularly in sales, parties and sponsoring, okay? They are really 3 really key areas that you need to ensure that you're focusing on. And so step 4 is then breaking it down to a monthly plan. So based on what your quarterly plan is, you need to think about what do you need to do in the next month to move you towards your goal. If you break it then further down to weekly goals, you'll find it is doable, okay? And if you have a team, I want you to take them through this same exercise. And what I suggest you do with your teams, though, is actually do it as a workshop. So you actually sit there with a piece of paper and you workshop it together and write it down together as a team. All right, so your monthly plan might look something like this. You take one thing, say, from your goals that you've set over the quarter and go, this month I'm just going to focus on this one thing. So for my family holiday, it's booking a skiing trip. For my team, it's about refining my opportunity intro, like how I talk to people about the PASH business. I'm going to do 10 coffee chats a week, and I'm going to get 10 new team members a month, right? And then you can start to break it down to how you're going to do that. With your meditation goal, it might be to book a meditation course. You know, there is so much research into this as a stress related. It's one thing I'm going to do this year. And the gym, to get fit, you might be right, I'm going to do 3 classes a week and whatever it might be. And again, your mantra, believe anything is possible. Create positive energy, be happy, stay focused. Get rid of a cough, that might be mine. And then step 5 is what you're going to do right now. So, I'm so sorry. Right, decide what your right now actions are going to be. Write it down, and then you need to do it, okay? If you really desire to succeed, I want you to diarise a weekly and monthly review of your goals. So this will be your planning sessions. And I want to make sure, oh God, this is hopeless, isn't it? That you have them in your diary. If they're in your diary, they will happen. So make sure you invest that time. If you don't go back and review your plan, if you don't go back and review your goals, how do you keep on track? So it's really important that you commit to this and that you get on. So the next thing is just about being inspired. So recognize that situations will change and you need to be flexible. So you may have decided you're going to do 10 coffee chats and then your kid gets sick and it's just not possible. That's okay. You know, it's not that you haven't achieved, it's just that you need to be flexible and you need to revise what it is that you're looking to do. So just recognize that you need to roll with the punches sometimes and also take opportunities as they arise. Now, for our aspiring managers, you know, some of those had never thought that you might be getting to a manager so quickly, or even thought about you wanted to be a manager, but you might not always think you're ready, but you'll work it out along the way. Don't miss opportunities. It might be an event that comes up and you think, oh, I don't know how to do that, or a networking opportunity. Seriously, you'll work it out and we're here to help you. So just take those opportunities and we'll work out how to make it happen. I want you to open yourself to being inspired by what is possible, not what you think is impossible. Change your mindset to positivity and what is possible, and you'll actually see that it makes a huge difference, okay? Is it that simple? Yeah, it really actually is. There are millions of books and millions of courses and studies that are done around these different techniques, and I can assure you that there is no secret to setting goals, writing it down, and planning will make all the difference, okay? And it will change your results, but only if you do it. So it's really important, particularly in January where you're all pumped and ready to go, that you do it. You start a process. And I would encourage you to commit to at least a 30-day plan, right? Just set yourself that as a goal and set yourself like for me, what I do is, as I said, I have a daily ritual. It's the first thing I do when I come to work in the morning. And, you know, I set myself a 30-day goal to do it. And it's amazing what you get into, you know, you slip up a couple of days, but you go back to it. If you're consistent with it, you will get into a pattern, and that is a pattern of success. Okay, so we all know that the cornerstone of the business is planning, but it's also booking. So really, if you don't have any bookings, you haven't got a business, all right? If you want to kickstart this year, you're going to have to get some bookings in your diary. You're going to have to start filling that funnel, okay? So if you don't have a full diary now, it's okay. There's still plenty of time and there's lots of things that you can do. But it is time to fill that diary now. Okay, so we all need motivation, and this is a booking challenge for you that I want you to set for yourself. So we all need motivation. So if you set yourself a challenge, it'll give you that impetus to get things moving. So set yourself a goal, okay? Challenge yourself to get 5 more bookings in the next couple of days. Set a time frame. We all need a deadline, right? And this is just to help you kickstart your thinking and get yourself motivated and positive. So set yourself a deadline when you're starting, when you're finishing. Generate a plan. So you need to create a target plan. You need to create a target list. So if you don't have a plan about how you're going to get there, who are you going to call? Who are you going to speak to? It's going to be difficult. Practice your booking spiel. If you've been using the same spiel all last year, why not sex it up a bit? Why not make it more invigorating? Why not, try something new? Record it, post it up on the Facebook group. We'll give you some critique, okay? And then set yourself a reward. You know, if you've got those shoes that you've been wanting to buy, or the handbag, or you've been wanting to go to lunch, whatever it is, set yourself a reward so that you've got something to motivate yourself to move forward. Okay, so if you're looking for reasons that people will want to be booking parties at the moment, here's 6 great reasons. Credit card statements are coming in, right? People need money. It's a great opportunity to chat about the opportunity. And if they're not ready to get started, they will book a party, right? You know, parties aren't all about spending lots of money, and we've got some great specials at the moment. It's a cheap reason to get the girls together for that great drink, okay? So get-togethers. Funds are short. Parties are great, inexpensive and fun get-togethers. Amazing incentives. Don't forget, we've got a $100 hostess gift this month. I mean, honestly, if they've got no money, get them to book a party. All they've got to get is $250 in sales from their group of friends, and they'll get a $100 free gift. I mean, if that's not a great reason to book a party, I don't know what is. Girls' night in, little school holiday madness. For those of you that got kids, oh my God, you know, mums are just tearing their hair out at the moment. What a great excuse to get out the house. And also from a sponsoring recruitment perspective, this is when mums are really thinking about what are they going to do when their kids go back to school, and they can get started now. New Year's resolutions. So a lot of people will have a New Year's resolution about finding love, connecting with their partner, you know, getting their sex life back on track. Talk to them about what a great way to learn some great techniques, get some incentives to get that spark flying again. And need to party. Honestly, post-Christmas, post-New Year hangovers, people are a bit bored. You want to, really celebrate Australia in summer and catch up with those friends that you didn't have time to catch up with before. So there's some really great reasons. You know, start using those in your conversations with people as great excuses to book parties. Okay, so getting your list together. Here's a tried and tested way to do it is brain dump, right? Write down, think of all your previous hosts, and you can go into PASH Central and get a list of anyone you've ever done a party for, or your customers, anyone who's ever expressed an interest, so anyone that you've ever met that said, yeah, not, you know, maybe one day, your friends, your family, acquaintances, and by acquaintances, I mean the local shop that you go into, the hairdresser that's never booked a party. It's time to ask them. It's a great time to engage people. Everyone's pumped and happy. And then really just anyone you can think of. And you need to commit to calling everyone on that list, all right? So no backing out. You need to start with a positive framework. Don't go start with a, oh God, they won't want to talk to me. Start with a positive framework and call everyone on the list. So here's some tips about making that call. So if you're thinking, oh, I don't know how to get started, I always get a bit thin. So the first thing is, before you start making your calls, slow down and get centered, okay? Get centered before you dial and start thinking about it, not, oh my God, I'm asking them a favor, and start thinking about it as a way of, how am I going to support everyone I call? So how am I going to be actually offering them something really great? You know, and it might be, hey, last time I spoke to you, you said you weren't quite ready. And I just wanted to let you know, offer you this great opportunity, you know, because we have this really great hostess incentive and I didn't want you to miss out. So think about how you can support everyone you call. Open with an acknowledgement. Be personal if you can. So if you've met them before or spoken to them, try and make it personal. Hi, you know, hi Nikia, you know, love to hear how your Christmas went. Was it a great time? No, oh gosh, well, it sounds like you need a party to cheer you up, you know, and then learn to listen. You've got to make it about them. So if they go, oh my God, I'm just so busy, you know, what a great opening to say, well, you need some time out, right? If they're really busy, it's time to spend some time on them, and a party is a great way to do that. Intro the reason for the call then, which is, you know, I didn't want you to miss out. I know I'm sorry I haven't called you sooner, but I didn't want you to miss out because there's this amazing $100 hostess gift, and you know, I know it's a great time to get the girls together. So, you know, if you can reference something they've said in the past, great. And if you keep notes on your hostesses, you'll be able to do that. Overcoming objectives is about trying to understand what's holding them back. So the people that go, oh, I don't know, you know, I'm really busy, that's what's holding them back. If they're really busy, they need to take time out for them. So, you know, really think about and asking them the question of what's holding them, you know, and if you're not getting an answer, just say to them, look, what's holding you back booking your party? And then you should get a definitive answer. And look, it might be, you know, it's just, I'm away for the next 3 weeks. Well, okay, you can't have a party then. And don't forget, if the answer isn't yes, it's not no, it's just not right now. Make sure you follow up. Like, please don't lose these opportunities to follow up. Set yourself a note. Oh, something weird's just happened, guys. Okay, if you can still hear me and see me, my screen has just gone weird, and I don't know how to get it back. Oh gosh, weird. Escape, back. Oh gosh, sorry guys, don't know how that happened. Okay, so if it's not yes, follow up, make sure you make your list, okay? All right, so how to do it. So you're going to create your list of previous hosts, customers, those who've expressed interest in booking, friends, family, acquaintance, and anyone you can think of. Commit to calling everyone. And look, if you get their voicemail, here's a little script that I thought might be useful. So, hi, this is Jo from PASH. I was calling to see if you'd be interested in being one of my preferred hosts in the next few months. I have a challenge to book 24 parties in 24 hours. I'm booking dates between now and Feb 28. So if you say yes to booking your party with me in 24 hours, you'll be entered to win a $250 shopping spree with PASH. We've got a new catalogue for your friends to shop from, and our host bonuses over the next 2 months are awesome. It's $100 this month that you get for free. So it's a great time to book. Look, please give me a call back on one of my preferred hostesses. My challenge ends at 6 p.m. on Thursday. And if you can get a list of names, PASH will put up the $250 shopping spree. All right? So, you know, I'll send you a note around that tomorrow, but if you want to use that as an incentive, you just need... Hi guys, sorry, I dropped out. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Sorry, it just completely dropped out. All right, okay. So let's keep going. All right, so okay, if they don't call them back, if people aren't calling you back, then you can leave a short message to pique their interest when you do it next. So, you know, sometimes if you leave too much information with every call, they'll feel that they need to call you. So another technique is to go, hi, it's Jo from PASH. Sorry, I missed you. I have a few questions. I've got a question. If you could give me a buzz back, that would be great. So you can do that on your next call. Another great way to get your bookings is referrals. So refer a friend is a really powerful source of leads. So a great thing to do is to contact all the hostesses that you've done a party for in the past 3 months and offer them a $25 shopping voucher if they refer a friend who books a party. So that is well worth it, and we'll obviously, PASH can sub those as well. All right, so we won't sub the whole $25, but we will allow you to, you know, get something at consultant-only prices. So we can work that out with you as a great incentive. All right, so there's a couple of quick promotions and we're going to talk to you through before we finish. We have just launched our joining offer. It's a $49 incentive to get started. So the entire kit is $249, but the kit's worth over $700, and they can get started for $49. So sometimes it's just that initial payment that people are struggling with. So this gives them a great, and we've got a time, a third for the next payment. So it gives them a couple of weeks before they need to make their next payment. We've also got a sale happening, so up to 80% off, and you'll be sent an email with all these details tomorrow. And so again, this is a great way for you to, as an excuse to connect with customers and put your calls in. And I'm just going to end on this is your year. So you are responsible for creating your success. We're here to help you, and we want to be part of that success. But you need to create your mindset into a positive, progressive way, and ensure that you create this year into your success. All right, so let's see. I'm glad I didn't die on the call, which is great. I do apologise for my excessive coughing. Let's just see if we've got any questions, or anyone's got anything that they want to ask. Okay. All right. So has anyone got anything? I do apologise. It's been, yeah, sorry, the reception's been really bad. The weather here is terrible. So has anyone got any questions? I don't know if you can all still hear me. Before we sign off? No? All right, guys. Well, again, well done for investing your time in jumping on board with the call. And apologies for all that stuff, but hopefully you got the gist of it. And I'm going to send some workbooks out tomorrow. And I really look forward to working with you this year to create an amazing business. So thank you, and I'll speak to you all soon.